All right. Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday.
Hello, everyone.
What's up? What's up? So, today we're going to get into love and hip hop and sisters. So, we're going to talk about the last episode that aired on Monday. Um, Love and hip hop. What I have is Zell apology to Yandy.
Okay.
He, he apologized. He apologized and said, even though he was angry, he should never put her stuff out there. He was wrong for that. But he still stands in his confessional that her man be outside in these streets. So I thought it was cool that he apologized, even though he still feel the way he feel about her husband. He gave her that apology because she did catch a stray.
Yeah, they all did. He was really in his feelings. He was hurt, and
Mm-hmm.
he just blasted them all one by one. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And then allegedly Santana's BM, well, not Santana, Zell BM is telling people that Santana is popping up like on her job, allegedly popping up at like places she go to, liking her pictures, commenting under her social media. Like he's obsessed
Right. I mean, you don't even want Zell,
at
but I
all,
guess you don't want nobody else to have Zell.
and that's sick.
It is.
That is sick. Thinking like you ain't gonna do right by him, so right, you ain't gonna do right by him, and you're not gonna allow him to be happy with his new relationship that he has. That's corny.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Just let him go head on, whether
Yeah,
the baby is his or not.
yeah, let him
Let the
go ahead.
situation play out however it plays out.
One. And scrappy date with Amy. I say Amby.
Amy.
Mm-hmm. Scrappy date with her. It seemed like he's just doing it just to do it for the storyline. And kind of just
Mm-hmm.
to make Bambi mad a little bit, but you can tell he's not trying to rub it in either. It's like he's not saying nothing. And by not saying nothing, you kind of still letting it go on. But he's not really like, yeah, that's my girl, that's so and so. But they did go on a date. She did ask, was he still messing around with Erica and somebody else? Um, and he was just like, whoa, whoa. And then he was saying he's not ready for a relationship because he was bound. He claims she's not ready for a relationship either. She's been the good girl. She's been the fiance. She don't want to play that role no more. She just want to do her. So what you think about that?
I don't know. I mean, it just seems like it's her get back. And Bambi, I'm trying to think, did she even confess to that when they asked her about it? It's her and Scrappy are not a good fit.
At all.
It's not gonna work because Bambi don't even care.
She don't.
Go ahead and let Scrappy use you
And
if
that's
that's
all
what you
I'm saying. Like
want.
you going out bad. And then Amber clarified that it was actually a 12-year boyfriend. So you haven't been in a relationship with this man in 12 years.
Right. How you gonna be upset over that? Then he even said it was nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
you sitting up here upset over somebody that's not even claiming you
Exactly.
and running around and telling everybody, oh yeah, she was my ex. That's not even an ex.
It's not. That's the
This is
bad part. Like,
crazy. Mm-hmm.
and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm a." So they had this little rap thing because I guess they supposed to be doing a musical collab. So she went up there,
Right.
her this. She looked a mess. She claimed, I'm trying to sit on your ex face and just trying to say like I'm finna sleep with your man. I hope it's as good as you told me it was. Just real clownery.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bambi, shockingly, because when she got up there with that mic, I'm finna say, "Oh no, Bambi, she about to embarrass herself," but she actually did good. She did
She
really good.
did.
She ain't come play.
Yeah, she did do good. I
Mm-hmm.
was shocked too. I mean, I've never heard her rap, so that was my first time,
Mm-hmm.
even listening to her.
Yeah, and she did good, and she stood on 10 toes like you just doing this because I'm dating your ex from 12 years. And I'm
Right.
happy Zell got her together when she was like, it's not the same. She was an ex-wife. But
Right.
they had children together. They had an entire family together, and it's
Hmm.
fresh. It's not
Right.
the same as a 12-year-old boyfriend that is not claiming you and is not putting you in a good light at all.
Okay.
So it's like, cut it out. And everybody was getting on him. I mean, getting on her.
Right. I mean, she needs to just let it go.
You know,
You know.
she
That
do. She
that
needs to let it go and just accept the fact that he just moved on. And it's like, dang, you haven't talked to nobody since. Like, why are you still on this man like that?
right. I mean, it's like a something you don't even mention. Yeah, I knew him. And that's it. But
And
to be
that's
all in for your feelings,
right.
it's ridiculous.
And why you still mad? That's the concerning part. Like, why you
Mm.
still upset?
Right. I mean, I don't think Scrappy and Bambi are trying to move forward with anything. So why she got all this animosity towards Bambi, it's just crazy. I mean, if you think Scrappy is a catch, bring it on.
That's a hot mess to me.
Hmm.
Jock and his wife.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, she gonna let that man do whatever he want.
Hmm.
Whatever he want, it does not matter. She constantly talking about what she say, you're not acting like you're a husband, you're not acting like you're in this marriage. And my thing is, he did have something going on with that girl, because why don't she feel that comfortable? Why didn't you set them boundaries to let her even think she could do some stuff like that? Like, it's too close
For
to comfort to me.
for her to say if I wanted him, I can have him.
I can have him. Why does she feel that comfortable? Like, why? Because if you walk in your place of business, you establish this my family, you move like a husband. Like, no, that's not going on over here. You not gonna move like that or talk like that unless he
Well,
giving you some space.
it could be two things. I mean, because they are kind of flirtatious, but I don't know. They may not have done anything, but
Mm-hmm.
then she could have said it meaning because your man is for the streets.
Okay.
So if I want him, I can have him. So can Susie. So can what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So what is you all upset about?
Okay. I
But
hear
I
that.
mean,
That is true.
when Ken, right when Kenya was in Kenya, which Kendra, when she was arguing with her, she even said something to the fact though, if it was you, it wouldn't have been a problem. But
Hmm.
yet and still, you want her to come and have a conversation with you. No, Jack should have had a conversation with you.
Exactly.
So since he did not have a conversation with you, now you're trying to take it out on somebody else.
Mm-hmm. And then another thing I peeped that his wife said was, you got the public thinking that y'all talking to each other. You got the public thinking this and that. So it's like her main focus was more so on the public, which I get it. You don't want to be
Mm.
embarrassed knowing that I'm in a public relationship with him. But I don't know. What is it? Is it the public, or do you really think this man was cheating on you? I guess would be my question. Because I heard her say that as well. And she kept mentioning like the public, and it looked bad, it looked crazy. I get how y'all could have been arguing, but it looked bad. I
And
don't
then
know.
he
It could
went
be
out
a lot of
there,
scenarios.
right? Then he went out there and he apologized to her because, in a sense, she may be messing up his money. I mean, I know Kendra got it like that, but Jock's trying to he's trying to come into his own.
Mm-hmm.
So um Kenya knew what she was into. I mean, she was insecure going into this marriage. To me, she only married him. I'm not saying that she don't love him, but who wants that kind of love? But I think she wanted to say, at least we got married because he had, different, children by different women, and he had that one lady who thought she was saying something when they all had their little ponderosa gathering. I'm still his wife. Like, girl, please, really? So Kendra wanted to say that same thing. Well, at least he married me.
Yeah, and that's how you be
But
stuck with a dummy. You
But
try
you come off as you so miserable, and it's not even entertaining. It's
to,
like fast forward because Lord, here they come again. Well, here she come again because it's really her, and she gonna always throw that in his face because she hasn't forgiven him, or hey, maybe he may be doing something that we don't know about. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know.
yeah, you can tell she's angry. She really don't want to be there, but it's like like you said, she's just trying to prove a point at this point, and now she's just
Hmm.
stuck with the point.
Right. I mean,
Um,
and he say one thing, and then she's back to smiling, and they all lovey dovey, and you know, like girl, shut up.
then you had Bambi and Carly Red. I'm not forgiving Carly Red. Let me tell you something. If you my friend and you going around telling about you sleeping with this person, you sleeping with that person, we are not cool. I don't care nothing
Yeah.
about no apology, none of that, because she was naming real people, and she better be lucky that they bleeped some of that stuff out. Because that's why what you call it grabs her. Like, girl, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, you're unhinged. Absolutely not. Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they're trying to say Bambi is for the streets because she a roundaway girl.
And they're trying to make it look like that, but I don't get that.
I don't get it either.
I don't get that from Baby at all. I guess she moved
Mm-mm.
on.
Right. I mean, she's done with Scrappy. She gave Scrappy back to whoever wants him.
Exactly. Like, life don't stop just because it don't work out with them. They can
Right.
move on. You move on as well. Like,
Hmm. Just
no.
like they moved on. I mean, how many rings has she and Sierra had?
And, right, exactly. She's the last person
Right.
to be talking about anybody talking about some. She wanted my man. You're delusional.
And that's when was Amy was arguing with Sierra about that. And Sierra was kind of like, you want what I want, and Sierra was like, no, you want your face to. What she say something to the fact that you keep getting all these surgeries because you want your face to look like man. And then Zell was like, oh wait a minute, no, that's not true at all.
And I think
He
she might
like,
have did get a nose job
mm,
on her face, but I mean, I don't think she's trying to look remotely like her, like at all.
I don't think she is neither. That was just a dig at all her plastic surgeries.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, that's how they was. But it was funny how everybody was on Amy.
I know.
Sierra, Bambi, Zell, like, girl, get up out of here because you look a mess. You going out real, real bad. You tried to prove a point that it ain't go the way it wanted you to go. Bambi
Right.
was laughing at her when they was
Hmm.
all in a group. And she was like, well, I can make a diss, but I ain't want him to catch her straight. Like, you ain't even make Bambi mad at him. You just look
Right.
crazy.
Bambi was laughing.
She was.
Yeah, she took it all in stride.
Hmm. And ate you up on the mic.
Okay. They
Man.
wasn't expecting that.
They wasn't. Cause I was like, wait a minute.
She
Okay.
had them so shook, shook. Scrappy didn't even want to go next.
No, everybody just sat there like, okay.
Yeah.
And then she ate Amy up when she was like, well, Amy was like, I thought it sounded good. And she was like, yeah, I know. You think everything that I want. Or something along the
Right.
line.
You like everything I like or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what she said. Okay, come on with the read.
Okay.
But
And Amy ain't say nothing. She ain't had no rhyme or riddle to come back after that.
no, because she going out bad. You let this
Yeah.
girl make you crash out. You looking crazy.
And for what? And for who?
If, right. And he not gonna help you. He not gonna save you. He gonna make that same dumb look on his face like he don't know what's going on.
He sure is. And that's about it. That's
He
all you
better
gonna
look
get from
crazy.
Scrappy.
Yeah, he ain't gonna help you.
Mm-mm.
Child. You got anything else for
Love and hip hop. Scrappy finally did come up with his rap when he was with Spice. It sounded okay. I mean, it sounded okay. So we'll see. I'm curious to see how it all comes together. You know, is everybody just going to diss everybody or what?
It's gonna be interesting.
Then of course, Kendra and Jack, they made up.
Of course.
hmm
Yeah, well. But let's go ahead and move on to Love and Hip Hop. Not Love and Hip Hop. We just went
Sisters,
over Sisters, season 8, episode 1.
Sisters is back.
Child, Sisters is back, and so in this episode, they pretty much round all the friends up together, and the detective was very nasty and rude to all of them, and was trying to pin stuff on certain people. Um, and now we really trying to figure out who the killer is. So Andy, Andy started fake crying when she realized that what you call it, Gary was dead. I felt like that cry was a little weak. I feel like she should have came a little harder because after that she had a straight face and started talking again.
So the coroner clarified him as dead.
Yes, but at the end of the show, very end, at the very end, they said, "Well, he was unalive, but somehow he made it through."
Yeah, they can't kill Gary off. He's too much of a Now they can kill somebody off. Like, what's the guy name? Who Karen? No, who Sabrina used to like. They can kill somebody off like him.
Yeah, yeah, because
But
he's pretty.
Gary,
Mm-hmm.
no, he's too much a menace.
Yeah. So what you call it? He was going hard on Karen.
Uh huh.
He was saying how your restaurant is tied to Rooster Riches. Rooster Riches is tied to Marie Willis. Marie Willis donated some money into Gary Fund years ago. You know how they used to work together. So he was trying to like
Uh huh.
them together. Didn't work. And then Sabrina. So Sabrina BF talking about I don't trust Andy. If Andy wasn't playing the both of them, then none of them would be. Shut up. This is what me and me
Right.
talking. They just sounding real dumb. They talking about yeah, yeah. No, that's not what's going on
Right.
at all. So he don't like the fact that she's in the drama with him, but she did respect the fact that that's her best friend. So he was like, I would never tell her this, but I gotta
Mm-hmm.
get this off my chest. I feel like this is all her fault.
Right.
And then Danny was the only person that handled herself because Danny don't care. Danny do not care. She handled herself very well in interrogation. She did not let that man stun her at all. Like make her scared, make her nervous.
Right.
None of that. Like she was real chill, real cool. And then Zach was cool until they almost had him though because he was like attorney. And then he asked him a question, and it sounded like he was gonna answer, but he was like attorney.
Uh.
And then when he started bringing up, it'll be sad if the court can see that you're a suspect in a murder trial. I would hate for you to lose your son. And then he started talking about Fatima. He was like, I was probably Fatima. And it's like they tried to get him, but they couldn't really shake him too bad. I thought he was gonna, eventually get to talking, but he held it cool. He held it real smooth. He's just like, I need my attorney. I need to call for an attorney. And of course they play that whole role of you can't, like they'll say like you need to sit down or
Right.
you need to sit back in the chair. Whole time you can leave if you want. But if you
Mm-hmm.
don't know that, they're gonna try to intimidate you because you don't have to speak to them. You have the right to remain silent until you have somebody next to you to talk for you. But when they started saying like we could talk now or we could just give you third, stuff that if you don't know how the law works will get you quickly.
Right. Especially if you're not being charged for anything. Why are you detaining it? Why are you detaining me?
Exactly. You're just a suspect. So which means you don't have nothing if you have me here because you would have just had me locked up. But like you
Mm-hmm.
just, if you don't know that, you just gonna get to talking, you gonna be scared or whatnot.
Right.
But then he was like, yeah, Fatima, she's a paralegal and she would do anything for her boss. So it makes sense. You have motive there. And he was like, no. Well, no, he didn't say no. He was just like, okay, whatever. Just shrugging it off, shrugging it off. He never answered any questions, so he didn't say no.
Right.
So now we're trying to figure out who killed Gary because when Fatima and what's the other dude? Zach. When Fatima and
Mm-hmm.
Zach got home, Fatima was like, "Did you kill him?" And he said, "What?" He was like, "No, for real, because you was upset at the way he handled me, and he stole your money too." And he was like, "Fatima, are you serious? You really think I killed him?" He was like, "Look, I wouldn't be mad if you did. We just need to have a plan." And he was like, "Oh my God, I did not kill him." And he was like, "Are you
Mm-hmm.
sure? Are you sure?" And he like, "Yeah, I'm sure. I didn't." He was like, "Did he know?" He started asking her, "But did you kill him?" She like, "No." And then he's like, I guess they just both trying to figure out who. So I'm thinking it's the attorney that
Yes.
found out.
Oh, okay. That slim guy
Right,
who
because all
Andy was
throughout the
sleeping with.
episode, he packed a bag and he was trying to get up out of town.
Okay. Oh,
And
you talking about Hayden?
Hayden,
Okay.
yeah, I cannot think of his name. Hayden packed the bag and got up out of Dodge. My thing is, why you running if you ain't do nothing? And
Right.
Fatima, I think Fatima would actually say she did it.
I don't know about that.
To Zach, you don't think she would tell Zach?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. That's kind of
I think she would. I think she would tell Zach that, yeah, I did it and we need to come up with a plan. Because they both got to be on one accord. That's why she was trying to get her plan together.
mm,
But after she found out he didn't do it, she was just like, okay, well, we just need to figure out who did it.
because Hayden was so upset, that he was sleeping with, his girlfriend or whatever she is to him.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying Hayden have motive.
And remember, he was on his way somewhere. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know, after that, we just don't know.
That's why I'm saying I really do think it was Hayden who killed him.
It's gonna be a plot twist to this, because that's too easy. Maybe Hayden came in, saw him, and I mean, and he on the run. I mean, who, just because he saw him, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Or maybe Hayden did do it. Fatima was about to do it after them. They came up with a plan together.
Hayden and Fatima.
Yep.
Ooh, I can't see that.
I can see that. Hayden coming in. He probably killed them. Fatima was about to kill him, come in behind him. But when he
Fatima told
see
him to get out of here.
right, it was like you gotta get out of town. I see that.
Oh, no, for Gary? Ooh.
Yeah. Absolutely. The way he was
As,
crashing out in that car.
as much as she hate Hayden,
Yeah, I think they would get along on this one. Because it's his safety, it's his freedom.
right.
So, and she ain't gonna say nothing because she want him dead too. So,
I just hope this don't take as long as Kieran's pregnancy because I was really like, this girl needs to at least be ready to pop, or we need to be seeing her in the hospital holding something.
mhm. I agree. She looks 4 months and she's been pregnant for 2 years. It's
Right.
getting out of hand.
This is ridiculous.
It's getting. I don't know why he drags these stories. Like, there is no way in any show that when we continue on to the next episode, they have on the same clothes.
No,
I don't care what nobody's saying.
it just be well, that show he had with what was it? If Loving You Is Wrong,
Mm-hmm.
that was dragged out. It'd be a whole you thinking it's a whole week and it's just 2 days later. I don't know. He just has he doesn't know how to move the storyline along.
That's what
Like
it
there's no
is.
progression.
Like, hey, he
I
said he
was
killed
hoping
him.
to see, like I said, at least Karen about to pop or holding some baby. I was hoping to see Sabrina and her boyfriend, getting engaged, going to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just no progression with him. You're just stuck scratching your head on why am I still watching this? Because it just makes no sense.
That's what like he got me by a hair.
Okay.
A hair. And it's like, bruh, that's why I can't watch any more shows with him because I would lose my mind waiting on the next episode. Like, come on, you is dragging this. Now, one thing I will say, I do not like how the detective was talking about battered women, saying, I don't understand women like you. He do stuff like this to you, and then you mess up a good man. Well, you do a good man wrong to go back to the person who did you wrong. You are so women like you are so stupid. For me, when a
Women
person
who
is
women who is he saying that to?
Andy, he said, I
Okay.
hate women like you. I despise women like you who do stuff like that. My thing is, you hate the woman more than you hurt the man. That tells me everything about you as a man.
Hmm.
Because why all that energy isn't projected to the person that's causing harm?
And maybe he saw that growing up. Maybe, I mean, I know it's just a show. Um, but for him to have that type of thought pattern,
Right.
maybe he saw that. Maybe his mom kept, going back. Maybe his sister kept going back.
And instead of addressing his mother, how mad that she stayed and took that, and you had to sit there, you're going to take that out on her. That's unacceptable.
Right. Instead of taking it out on a man.
Right. Who's causing the harm? It's like women always got to adjust.
Hmm.
It's never go after the person who's causing, the hurt. It's just you have to adjust to the hurt, or you need to do this to avoid the hurt. Like, no, get y'all men, y'all sons, get them together. But that's like when they have women. I know fathers who have daughters. They'll keep their daughter in the house, but let the sons who can potentially be the predator go outside. It's just backwards to me.
Yeah.
It does.
Hmm.
It don't make any sense. Like you're protecting her, but that has nothing to do with the attacker. Like the
Right. Because
potential.
they're
Hmm.
going out to see somebody else's daughter.
Exactly.
You know. So you
So
would
it's
want your son to be gentle and be a man, and to be a person of character, not boy, I seen you with this person and that person, my boy,
hmm
dapping it up and you know,
yeah, that hyper like hypersexual with men. Like they
mm,
congratulate that and not knowing how that stuff, and they not. I'm not gonna even say not knowing because they know it messed it up. They just don't want to say nothing. Like it's a lot of men.
right,
Their first experiences, they were sexually assaulted, but they want to
mm-hmm.
laugh about it. They want to joke about it instead of really just saying like, like I was a victim of that. They kind of
Because
want
men were raised to be hard, so you don't talk about that. You don't even talk about, like, even with the Safari and Erica situation.
to. Hmm.
Now, hey, she may have videos of him, we don't know, but the videos that he showed her being very aggressive with him, even in front of the children.
Hmm.
So just say, for example, if I mean, and that's not something that men will come out and say, yeah, my wife pushed me, nothing like that. So
Well, I got to talk with her because they probably gonna laugh. Like you could have just left. Like no, she needs to be held accountable too. And it's the main reason why I'm not a feminist because I feel like both parties need to take accountability.
yeah, they both need to take accountability, but
Um,
like I said, men are groomed to just like, it was, I don't even know this guy's name, but he was on some type of podcast, and he said he don't hang out with friends who don't cheat, because that means they weak.
mm.
No, that means you're weak.
And that's funny because I thought you was gonna say the opposite because I seen a dude on the podcast that says he don't mess with dudes who cheat on their girl because he's like you with your girl 24/7. She giving you stuff that I can't give you as a man, and then you gonna do her like that. Your loyalty is your loyalty. That's how you move. So I
No,
can't even rock with you as a man if that's how you treat the girl that you with and who do more for you than me. Then I know you're gonna do me. And it's so funny because it's a dude who I know probably messing up on his. He was so uncomfortable because I think he thought he
mm,
was gonna say what you heard. And they'll be like,
Right.
but no, he was like, I can't even rock with you because if I know she doing all of this for you, but you could still do her like that, I know you could do me wrong.
Yeah, but a lot of guys don't they don't feel like that. They feel, they're gonna be their listening ear, and they're gonna keep their secrets.
Yeah. And I agree on that sentiment because your loyalty don't change depending on situation or person. If you're loyal, then you're just loyal.
Yeah,
That's
right.
just how you move. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that person 100%. I know women. I've heard women podcasters too who say they don't even hire men that they heard cheat on their wives. Yeah.
Right, and I mean that's a good thing because a lot of times women don't have other women's back neither.
Yeah.
Your husband, whatever, cheat on you, and they telling you to go back to him, and they being abused, and they tell you to go back to him. You know,
Instead of telling you to get out of that situation, better your life as a woman. If you got kids, you need to get your kids out of it. You're not staying for your kids because your kids is that's putting them in, more harm and more trauma. So you can't say you stand for them. To me,
right?
that's just the most backwards thing I be hearing. Like, I'm saying for my child, like, you want your child to see all of that? Wouldn't you rather them be separate and happy? That's what I would think.
They don't. I mean, no. I mean, a lot of people feel like that. We want to keep the family together, but it's like, what type of family is this?
Right.
You can't even live in peace.
Mm.
You got to fake and pretend that everything is all good, you know, but it's not. I'd rather live in reality.
I'd rather everybody go to their quarters and be a drama free life. Like, I mean, it's still gonna be drama regardless. So let's not add more to it. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right. You don't want that type of drama.
right.
You don't want to. And a lot of people have the mindset that eventually people are going to change. So hello.
Hello? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So a lot of people stay. They stick it out, and
Mm-hmm.
they stick it out, and 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 they stick it out.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
So
Crazy work, but all right, we had a good call. Let's talk about love and child. This how you know I just need to go lay down somewhere. We had a good conversation about love and hip
love and
hop
hip hop.
Atlanta. Sister season 8 is back. Episode 1 just came out Wednesday. So every week we're gonna come on Thursdays. Have your notifications on for Thursdays. Always gonna be after work. I'm just gonna tell y'all that right now. It's no early time because I know creators be on at 9 a.m. We got the afternoon shift. Um, what else? Yeah, anything to say? Any last words?
That's it. We always say, we invite you in to make a comment. It's free to like and share. All that is free.
Yes, yes. And then as you see below, in the chat is the StreamYard drop link. If y'all want to join, go ahead and click the link and I'll add y'all up. Y'all have to show y'all face for the first few seconds. You don't have to keep your camera on. But I do need to see your face on the screen. Because trolls, they be going crazy. And yeah, join in, talk on the topic. I want to hear y'all perspective. You don't have to agree to join the box. I don't want people to agree with me, with every little thing. I do want, your real perspective, your real opinion, because everybody got different backgrounds and everything. But
And we're just giving our opinion, for entertainment. We may have missed something. We may be way off the mark, or you may agree with us. I mean, just we want to hear what you got to say.
yeah. And it's always do something for y'all, even if it's something little. Okay, make sure y'all do something for y'all. Bye, y'all.
Bye bye.